God by Duane the Great Writer. Most unaware people do not know the real history of this planet Earth, because they have not been taught how to become multi-dimensional and to see for themselves as to how other invisible dimensions in this creation bubble affect this physical realm and the various body types residing here. Those of us who went to the fabricated standard schools have been indoctrinated with the marketing ploy of the WorldKontrollers and their stories and rumours, along with the so-called official documents and doctrines they have invented to deceive those they control. To the very frail, indoctrinated personal minds, because of the governmental, literalized programming of politics, religion, infiltrated spiritual paths and teachings, science, education and technology, most people usually cannot see past what they have been programmed and literalized with. The invented literalism systems are all geared to a one-dimensional, minute view of absolute control and abusive authority and nothing more. The business world is not something all-natural, but is actually an infection that is constantly destroying the all-natural environment created by distorted, desperate people and other body types, reptilian, alien tapliners, rats, who are so afraid that they will not get their share of what they need unless they steal it from others. And so the business world was created by the certain few who do not have the real courage to do for themselves and share with others. The political and religious systems, sacrificial obedience, were invented to get unaware people into believing in something unseen to their personal mind and senses. This is a very clever trick that has worked for eons of lifetimes with all of us. All life already is. This is real. No one can figure out all life with their literal mind. And this is why the WorldKontrollers use the literal approach to everything they do here, including the deities they have invented. There had to be the invention of a god for unaware people to believe in something and have faith that it exists to save people from their own decisions. The god that unaware people are taught to worship and pray to are the infiltrating deceptors themselves in other dimensions that are unseen by the unaware. Even the best psychics and seers cannot see the self-proclaimed rats that have established themselves as absolute authorities over the struggling and suffering body types in creation and this physical realm. The many mansions or heavens of a man are other nice-looking, deceptive places for unaware souls to get caught in for lifetimes. There is real universes of endless freeness for those who learn to recognize more than just their personal mind and self. Step 1 for all of us is to go through a creation simulator to gain a lot of experience in the phenomena of something created, and then to learn to see beyond what has been created as a comparison as to what is not real, and then to recognize what is real as all life is. There is no worshipping and praying, and no struggling and suffering to abusive authorities ever, with all life as it is. Real guidance and real education is needed to learn to see all life as it really is. Sing new you, and watch your dream visions for real answers for you, the real you, your real awareness. You is the experiencer, and you decide your life.